Brothers?
No.
Just Jonas Brothers?
Oh, he's only doing that because we cannot get Steph mad even one more time getting a Jonas Brothers song wrong. It is Pharrell. Pharrell, my
she's
friends.
She's going to throw something at my face if I do that. Tracy Moore, good to see you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sid. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Meredith Shaw, Devo Brown off today.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell tales out of school. We were talking off air.
Yeah.
You work out before the show?
I have been this week. So 3 o'clock I get up, 4 o'clock I work out in my basement via Zoom with my trainer. And this morning I was struggling. He was like, so did you sleep last night? And I said, yeah, but it was one of those nights where my eyes were open every 20 minutes, just looking at the clock. No good reason for it. It's probably like built up anxiety. But yes, I did. Should I pick your jaw up and put it? It makes me a better person when I'm able to do some strength training, sweat a little bit. Then I come in here. I'm pretty nice, right, Cass? Am I nice, Kev?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's because of the workout.
Okay, good.
You don't want me to skip that workout.
So I need to work out, is what you're saying. Does a Tim Hortons drive-thru count?
Help. Do you run around it?
It does. I can. I can give it a couple laps.
Maybe you try that.
In the brisk morning air.
Yeah.
All right, we got a lot going on here. It's year end, so politically in this country, there's a lot of interviews happening and a lot of news. First off, Pierre Poilievre was selected by Canadian press as the newsmaker of the year, the leader of the federal Conservatives. He has not been the leader long, and depending on the poll you read, has anywhere from a 10 to 15-point lead on the federal Liberals right now. Obviously, this is not election time, but Pierre Poilievre has done a pretty good job of staying in the headlines, whether you agree with this policy or not. That bleeds into the next story here, because our Prime Minister is doing a ton, Tracy, of year-end interviews. And there's two headlines that kind of have come out to me. One, it's clear he's not going to resign.
Nope.
He's not gonna. He is going to be the leader of the Liberals. It sounds like going to that next election, whenever that is, 2025 or sooner. But this clip, I've watched this clip like 20 times.
Okay.
You need to tell me if I'm overreacting to it.
Well, I want to see it.
He sat down with Rosemary Barton, the legendary Rosemary Barton of CBC News. And Rosemary made a point that Pierre Poilievre is really getting his message out and seems to have tapped into the anger and the frustration that's going on in the country financially.
Yeah.
And this Prime Minister's response to this was, watch this.
Well, let's talk about some of the things that are still difficult. The rate of inflation has declined overall, but the food inflation is still punishing for a lot of Canadians. It does seem, though, as though Pierre Poilievre understood that and tapped into that long before you did.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, why is that? Why did you not see that?
It's not that he understood that. It's that he's done a really effective job of reflecting that back and amplifying it to people. We've been hearing that across the country for years now.
I am not appalled by that at all.
Okay. So
Do you know why?
Go ahead.
When politicians actually say the truth, we're all taken aback.
Correct.
He is actually reflecting what has been happening. Poilievre found an opportunity and he took it, and he's been taking it to get into people's psyche saying, I can do this better. Trudeau's just being honest about it. And I think that if we actually want the political system to be the sort of political system that we can trust and put our faith into, we actually need people to be honest. He's being honest about it. Like, yeah, he did it really well, and we have not been doing that well. This is what the next line should be. This is what we're doing to reroute things. I'm okay with that, the fact that he said that.
Fair. But I find that reroute hasn't been working.
Well, the reroute didn't, I don't know if the
rerouting
reroute
hasn't got 15
happened.
points to the polls on some polls.
Right. So
Like,
that's what he should be doing with that. But let's be honest and let's see, this is how we'll fix it.
Right. I do, because I'm not sitting here saying I think Pierre Poilievre actually has any ideas on this. I think Pierre Poilievre is a very good communicator, obviously.
And he's strategic.
And he's been strategic.
Yeah.
But I'm not suggesting he has any better way of handling a pandemic and then the inflation that followed. What I will never understand about this Liberal government is how obtuse they are PR-wise.
It's been a bad run.
Why was that the response? For someone down 12 to 15 points in the polls. Like, you're basically, he's hit a home run the last 12 months. Great, fair play. You're right, there's a level of honesty there.
Yes, I'd rather you say that.
That doesn't help
the truth.
But I'm just saying it doesn't help
their cause.
Like, that's where you gotta go.
Right.
Like, I'm watching football over the weekend, and I saw 3,900 Bonnie Crombie ads by the conservative provincial government here.
Yep.
They're terrified.
Right.
Like offense, offense, offense.
Yeah.
I'm taken ababack by that. Okay, but I feedback at breakfasttelevision.ca.
Yeah.
Was that a faux pas or not? Let us know. It is 7:01. We're just being honest here. You're watching BT.